Hi friends, it's Paulette again at Luscious Garden. It's now fall and I want to plant all my fall weather plants, the cool weather plants, which is basically brassica. I already have some in place, but the ones that I don't have, I'm gonna take a trip to Home Depot and you're gonna go with me and then find some plants that we can put in my garden. Okay, we're heading to Home Depot right now. Let's go see what they have. Looks like they have a whole bunch of leftovers. Let's take a look. Cauliflower, $5.98. That's pretty good. I think this is like a 6-pack. Maybe I'll try that and see if it'll grow. Let's do that. Let me see. What else do they have? Rosemary, already have that. And this is what? Celery. Maybe I'll get some celery today. Well, it's all just this one rack. Oops, not trip. 2 racks. And mostly celery and dill. I already have dill, so I don't need that. And this is chives. It's $14. I don't think I'm gonna get that. I'd rather go to a store, get some onions and cut them up and then just do it by cuttings. Let's see. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go get a whole bunch of lettuce. That grows really fast. Let's go inside. Look at this decoration. No wonder all the plants are all gone. It's Christmas time. Gotta get my time together. Christmas. They're pretty. These are all fake trees. Oh, look at this. Uh-oh, this one moves.
Among the many names on my list,
Okay.
your kindness truly stands out like a shining star.
That's so cute. Okay, you're not talking. All right, let's go to this one. All right, I have OCD, so earlier I meant ADHD. That's why I was looking at the Santa. I said OCD, which is kind of true too. But anyway, let's talk about plants. I did get a plant. It's the cauliflower. It's only $5.98, and that's all they had. The other one I got messed up too. It wasn't really celery. It was cilantro or coriander, or whichever. Anyway, I'm heading to Merrifield right now and see what they have. And I'm pretty sure because it's a garden center, they should have some seeds for me, lettuce seed. Let's go. Some of you may be wondering why I don't know anything. Well, usually I germinate my own seeds. I collect my own seeds. I germinate them and I know exactly when to do it and how to do it and all of that good stuff. But because I have a balcony now, I don't need a lot of seeds. So I figure I can go to the store, and then go to Home Depot or any garden center and get the plants that I need because I just figured they have it. But they go by the season. Obviously, I keep saying that over and over again because it's true. And they go by the season, and it doesn't matter if it's hot or cold, they still would have, it has to be out at the time that it needs to be out, and things has to come in when it needs to come in, and that's how they do it. That's the business. So now I'm on a search for lettuce. So I'm going to the garden center, the Merrifield Garden Center near me, and they should have a whole bunch of seeds there because they're a garden center. Let's go. Pumpkins everywhere. Fall. Look, you guys, they do have it. They just put it in this little corner. There's not a lot. I'm at Merrifield Garden Center. But I'm gonna look for some. Probably leafy greens. Yeah, there's this one rack. I don't want to speak too loud because it's a very quiet place over here. Yeah, let's see what I can get. And here's some allium family, and they're all recommended to be planted in the spring. Here's what I have my eyes on. Red onion set and all this. So where's the shallot? Here we are. Here's the shallot. Yeah, I shall be growing that in the spring. Let's move on. This is Merrifield. Isn't this beautiful? I'm gonna do a whole segment on this. That's for another day. Merrifield Garden Center. Look how beautiful. They have so many varieties of plants. This is so great. I'm gonna have a field day going through all these plants. We can do it together. Yeah. These are Merrifield kales. They're really beautiful, but a little pricey. Let's look at the price. I can probably germinate this for a lot less. One little seed, I mean, one plant has like 1,000 seeds, so I can make 1,000 plants. So I don't feel like spending all that money just for the one plant, but it is gorgeous though. Look at that. They have 1,000,000 impatiens, and most people don't know that these are edible, and they're not really that tasty, but it's really good for decorations and things like that. Look, all over there, impatiens everywhere. But to get the seeds and grow them yourself is so easy. So you don't need to spend, how much is this? $7.99 for this little thing. Yeah, but it's beautiful, especially if you have a balcony garden like me. You know, you don't really need a lot, so this would be a good thing. Look at this dinosaur kale at Merrifield Garden Center. How much is it? So easy to grow. Let's see what they want for this pot. $12.99. Wow. It's very pricey, but very beautiful and very, very good for you. Has tons of vitamins. So it's kind of cut and come again. So you can take this out, taste something. It just grows and grows until the season's over. So I guess it's worth it if you don't, need a lot of it. Even if you have a whole bunch, you probably can't eat in all of it. So maybe this is for you. I don't know. Most of the edibles right here, they also are very, very beautiful. Look at them. They're edible and they're used as decorations. And I think that's fabulous because you can use it for many other things other than just eating, I guess. This one is, what is this? Let's see. Let me take a look. What is this? Kale. These are all kale. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. Let me go around and take a look. Look at this. All these are kales. Wow. And you know what this would be good as is a ground cover, obviously. Look at this. And I'm wondering if the deer loves these things. And of course, more impatiens. They do? They do not love it. The expert told me they do not love this, so it's perfect for ground covering. I love it. Look at this one. Gorgeous. Wow. Okay, I'm going to sign off and go plant those lettuces. And we'll come back another day. Okay, I'm back from Merrifield. Here's the bag. I purchased 3 seed packs. I'm going to show it to you. I got dinosaur kale. Organic radishes. And more kale. This is the curly kale. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I almost forgot. I have purchased some lettuces over in Amazon, and I decided I'm just gonna go for 2. And romaine lettuce is really hardy, so I figure I can grow that easier. So here is the romaine lettuce. And here's just a mixed lettuce, which is really, I love salad, so let's try that out and see what happens. It's called Harley seeds. Harley seeds. Let me see. If I turn it this way, it's better. All right, let's go plant and see what happens. Before I do anything, I have to prepare my soil. So let's go ahead and do that. So now this is how I prepare my soil. This here container is the wing bean container. I clean it up and this is what it looks like. I cleaned one of them up and I dug down the soil and I noticed there was this tuber. So I saved this one just to show you what these tubers are like. And they're gorgeous actually, they're beautiful. So I'm just gonna dig in here. Well, I'm gonna go do it like this because it's just gonna show you real quick. Well, let's do this one. Okay. Look at here. Oh, look how gorgeous. Oh, they smell just like jicama. And so I went online and I looked at this and it says that every part of the wing bean is edible. So I'm thinking of putting this in a salad and clean it up a little bit. Let's get more. Okay, let's see. Look at that. Let me move it up here a little bit. Oh, there it is. Ah, that's a little bit difficult to get. Oops, I broke it. Oh my gosh, this one is a big one. Now I only have 3 plants in here. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. Look at that tuber. Jicama. Gorgeous. Now I have 1 more left in here, I think. Oh, okay. I do have 1 more left. Let's get it out. Whoop, I think I went into the flesh. Anyhow, it's okay because I can clean it up and brush it out or... Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And again, smells delicious. So now what I'm going to do is this. And because this is a leguminous plant, I can very well leave it in here and let it rot, and then it's a nitrogen fixer. So it provides food for the next plant that you're going to be planting. So let's get all of it out. You don't have to get it out, but because I'm going to plant something that doesn't have really huge roots or a deep root tap. So I use this, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the soil that I have already prepared. Now this here is mixed with compost, fertilizer, and bone meal. Let's see what else, and worm casting. So I like to use this because look, it's fine soil. So that will make it really great to grow vegetables. So I just put it on top if you like that and kind of work it in like that. And again, you don't have to go really deep and dig all the dirt up and all this stuff because, like I said, it doesn't have really huge roots. Right there, like that. Okay. Let's try to grow some lettuce. I'm growing this because it's very late in the season and this is gonna give me a really, really fast yield. And that's what I need because I was too late at Home Depot and then I can't get any plants. So this is what I'm growing. Now, this is how I grow lettuce. I use this and then I take a handful in my hands like this. Oops, that's way too much. So I get this like that. See that? That's a lot of seed. So I can kind of sprinkle it like this. I know some people make a little, like a line or whatever, and they close it up, but I find this is much easier. And this is like a lazy way of doing it, I guess. And it works for me. And it does come in like clumps together, And then what I do is just pull some of it out and then have it grow individually and have it be bigger. So that works for me. If it doesn't work for you, you want to do it the other way, you're very welcome to do that. You can do it any other way. Lettuce is like the easiest thing to grow and it yields a lot. So, and then I just kind of pat it like this and water it. Let me see, let me put this away first because I have leftovers. Put that away like that. Okay, put that away. So now we water it like this. Easy peasy. And now 4 to 5 days, you should sprout, and then you should have some little baby lettuce and you're good to go. Okay, now we have the mixed lettuce. It says 95% germination rate, 1,000 seeds in there. Of course, I'm not going to use 1,000. It says 1 to 4 inch in depth. We're just going to spread it around and then we'll thin it as we go. When it comes in. Okay, here we go. Here's the seeds. Spread it around, spread it around. And then we can go back and we can thin it. And you know what? The thing I love about planting, especially planting things I don't know, because I love to experiment with things and it's exciting that way. Who wants to plant everything that you already know what's going to happen? How boring is that, right? So I like to challenge myself and plant different things, especially in the climate that it's not supposed to be in. And if it grows, I feel good about myself. And it's just fun. Who says gardening needs to be boring, right? Doesn't need to be boring. So now, same thing. We just water it. Okay. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And I will continue this and we'll see in the next couple of weeks what happened. Now I'm going to start out with the heirloom right here, lettuce from Amazon. And I'm just going to sprinkle it around here. Ooh, too much. Maybe this is enough right here. There, I'm going to sprinkle it around there. And some of you might ask, why am I doing it like this? Because you're used to getting romaine lettuce in a bunch and it's really nice and tight over at the store. But who says you're gonna have to eat it like that? It could be little baby romaine lettuce and you could just clip it up and put it in a salad. Or if you do want it bigger, if you have enough time in the season to grow it, you can always transfer it to another part of your garden. Well, mine would have to be in a container. And I just do it like that. Okay, and then do this. Cover it up like I did for the last one. For all the other ones, really. And the next thing is I water it. And there you have it. Romaine lettuce planted. These are just seeds that I got from Amazon, and it's called broccoli rab seeds. As you can see, it's very delicious. And I planted it in my garden. I germinated it, and then I just spread it throughout all my containers that, like the tomatoes and things like that, that are done for the season, and I replaced it with it. Next, we're gonna do the dinosaur kale right here. So I'm just gonna spread it on here, same thing. Just put it out there and then spread it out like that. And it's okay if it's like really small or whatever. I'll just treat it like a lettuce and I put it in my salad. It's fine, because once it gets cold, these things will die. So now we're gonna put water in it. Also, if I want to make it bigger, get it to be bigger, I just transfer like some of the plant into another container, and then it won't have any other plants to compete with. There you go. And that's all there is to it. I just want to show you how fast lettuces grow. I just threw this in like 3 days ago, and there it is. It's just growing and growing. And if I want it to be bigger, I just like take one of these plants and put it in another planter, and then you have a bigger plant. But it's up to you. Okay, this is the red Russian kale, or as I like to call them, curly kales, because if it's curly, it's called curly kales. So let's put them in there, in these containers. And I've grown this variety before, but it's in a garden bed, and it did really well for me. It's pretty disease resistant. That's what I like about it. And let's see how it does in here, because it is kind of windy over here in the balcony, so I like to do that. Let's put water in it like the others. Let's see. Okay, that's it. On to the next one. Now it's off to the radishes. Now I picked this one because it's long and it's not round like what I'm used to growing, and I found it interesting. I like things that are unusual. I know for a lot of people it's not that unusual, but for me it is. So I want to try this and put this in here and do the same thing like that and pat it down. Now where's my water? Let's find my water, and then we can water it. Alrighty then, here we are. All right, perfect. And hopefully we'll get some radishes. I just thought this would be fun to do. The tuber that I got earlier from the wing beans, I thought they're really interesting. They look just like ginger, and I washed them and I peeled them, and I'm gonna taste it for you guys to see, and let's see what it tastes like. Man pao, which is jicama for Laos. Very starchy. Very, very starchy. Yeah. I think I would do is like I would grind this up and blend it up and just squeeze the juice out of it and see what I can use for it. But yeah, pretty tasty. But I wouldn't be sitting here eating like a snack or anything. But it's good. Yeah, I like it. Here's the broccoli rape seed, and I did germinate it in this container and transfer it everywhere in my garden. And I'm going to show you. Let's turn around and see. And here they are. They're growing beautifully. Isn't that gorgeous? This is how I harvest the seed from this arbor right here. It has the long purple beans, and it has the green purple beans. I'm going to show you how it's done. Take a look. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to just put it in a bag, and I'm going to crush it up and get all the beans in it. Now I'm going to pick all the beans and put it in this bag right here. All in here we have all the dry beans. These beans are going to be crushed like this. Crush, 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 crush it. And then you'll be able to pick all the beans out in here and put in containers. Do the same thing with the long green beans. Right. This is where you can get all your frustration out of the day. It's fun. Yeah, there you go. Now we can just pick the seeds out. All right, we have to do it more. Yes. Here it is, the long green beans. I'm just gonna put it in a Ziploc bag and then label it, and then we're ready to go. Look at these leftovers. These will be really good in my salad. These are the wing beans. They look very, very good. I need to harvest them, but some of them are still green. I think I'm gonna leave the green ones on there until it turns dark purple or black like that. That means it's ready. Let's go ahead and do that. Now we're gonna extract the wing bean seeds, and it should look like this. I leave mine on the vines because it ensure that it's ripened. So what you do is just break it apart like this, and you get the seeds. See how big that is? How healthy? Look at that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Much faster. Whoop! Come back. Come back. Stop running away. All right, here we go. See, now we have it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oops, it fell. Now I just do this. Put this here. And do that. Bam, done. We're all set now. These are the same bitter melon that I harvested earlier. I did the exact same thing, dry it in the sun, and then put it in the plastic bag, ruffle it up, and then just extract the seed. And that's all there is to it. I was thinking of taking these ong choy out because everybody told me the seasons is over, but it looks great to me and I'm still getting stir-fried out of them, so I'm just gonna keep it. This is the dill seed that I sprinkled on these containers. Look how many there are. Just a little sprinkle. And this has been maybe 4 or 5 days and it's this big now. So there you have it. I just want to show you all the seeds that I collected today. Here they are. This one here is the purple long beans. Right there. I don't really need a lot of it because I have a balcony. I don't really need a lot of seeds. And here we have the long green beans right there. Quite a bit. And here's the dill. Oh, dill. There's so many seeds. This is only like 2 bundles of it. And look how many seeds I got. And this one I love. This is the wing beans. I still have more to collect, but they're not really dark yet. So I'm just gonna wait maybe a couple of days. They'll get dark and purple, and then I can collect more. The roselle, still thriving. It's actually more vigorous now than in the summer. The summer is just a whole bunch of leaves. I did not know that it was gonna grow any calyces at all, but look at it now. It's just gorgeous, growing taller and taller. And look at these calyces, it's gorgeous. Oh, look at that. I can't wait to make tea out of them or dry them up, make tea, or make jams maybe, possibly. Here's more pepper, still thriving, but yeah, I'm gonna have to take this out so I can put more of my mustard seeds and stuff in. That's gonna do a lot better now. So let's go ahead and do that. And look at these, the Malabar spinach, still here, still beautiful. And look at these seeds. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my gosh, it's such a natural food coloring too. I've used it in my tea in my other video. There you go, very gorgeous. Fish mint, still going. Very good in my soup. Yeah, I'm gonna let that stand. And let's not forget the passion flower, still beautiful. Like I said, today is 80 degrees. Who knew, right? Still thriving. Here's the elephant ear. It's still good, it's hanging in there. It will survive. I just keep it in the container and next year it just grows back again. I just cut it down to the bottom and it will grow back again every year. More pepper plants. I think next year I'm gonna grow a whole bunch of peppers, all different types, because I think they're really beautiful and very delicious. So let's try and do that next year. I'm gonna try to incorporate a lot of other different types of flowers and things like that. I think that would put a little spice on my garden instead of just edibles. And of course, the potato leaves, these are grown for stir fry. There's no tubers, but it's getting yellow, so this is probably gonna come out soon. I still have it in my stir fry, and I love it, it's great. This is how you prepare the cilantro seeds right here. I have this in my hand for planting. Let's get it rolling. I get a rolling pin. This is not obviously not a rolling pin. This is what you call sock in Laos. We call that. We use it to pound food or whatever, nuts, peppers in a mortar. But this is what I have and this is what I'm using. So what I do is place this down flat in a plastic bag, obviously, and then I roll it like this. So the seeds inside right here will be exposed. And once it's exposed, then we can go ahead and put it on the soil that we wish to plant it in. Here's the seed. Let's go ahead and sprinkle them in. Let's go, let's go. So it's just like this. It's okay if it's kind of thick because you can always like take some of the ones that are not as healthy out and then get a bigger, I think that's enough. Okay, here we go. Because you know you got the shells too. And all you do is kind of go like this. This is what I do. Just make sure it's like contact with the soil. There you have it. Make sure it's a little tight like this. And the last thing is to water it. Water, 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 water. Lots of water. And now, after 3 to 4 days, from my experience, it will grow. Let's wait. Well, this is the last of the brassica. As you can see, I only have cauliflowers and there's only 6 of them. So let's go ahead and plant them and let's see if it will grow. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant one of my cauliflower right here, right next to the rapeseed. Because I have a limited amount of space, I'm just gonna put it there and see what happens. And see if we can get us some cauliflowers. Okay, so we're gonna dig this up. So I have this here. Okay. All right. There you go, come on. You can survive, you can do it. That's right. So there. And I'm gonna come back and water it once I planted everything out. So I'm gonna put this guy right here. There you go. Let's go on to the next one. Now, this plant is much bigger and I'm gonna give it its own pot because then it doesn't have to compete with anything. And look, you see some roots over here. I'm just gonna leave it in there because the plant that was there before is the long beans, which is a leguminous plant which fixes nitrogen when it dies. So I feel like it's gonna be good for it, so I don't really take anything out from that. So I'm gonna put this in here and wish it luck. Good luck, boy. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be fine. I'm gonna take care of you and you're gonna be freaking strong. That's what you're gonna do. Here we are, guys. I have 2 cauliflower here. I'm gonna try to grow them. I know it's late in the day. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm sorry I was late, but this is how we learn. We do trial and error. We're gonna put these in here and see how much it's gonna grow. I know it's late in the season. If Home Depot has it out, that means it has a possibility of growing. Sometimes we do things in life that were too late, but we have to try anyway, and we hope that everything's gonna go and be okay. Just like my plants here, and hopefully they'll have cauliflower for us. And I'm gonna go to the next one. So let's go and do that. Here's this little guy right here. Some may think he's small and he can't make it, but I have hope in him. I think he's gonna make it. I don't know he's gonna make cauliflower, but I'm hopeful that he's gonna grow big and strong. And if he doesn't make cauliflower this year, and it's fine. We'll see how this goes because I'm very hopeful that he will make it. Let's go. You'll be all right, little guy. Now I have 1 plant left, and I have this container right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant it. So we'll put it in here, go in, yes. Okay. And it's all snug and beautiful. So how do we know that this is gonna grow and have cauliflowers? We don't know because we're late in the season. So what I'm gonna do is have a backup plan. See all this space right here? Why waste all this space right here? So I picked this up. I use this in my soup, and I picked this up in the grocery store, and I'm wondering, will it grow? Obviously, it's probably gonna grow because these are seeds. So let's sprinkle around there just in case this doesn't make it, which is a high possibility. So let's go and do that. Let's pull that out. This is regular mustard seed, which they make mustard, the yellow mustard out of. But hey, it's a vegetable, so why not? Let's do that. We have this right here. I do this a little bit and I sprinkle around it, just like this, like the other ones that I did. And it doesn't matter if it's thick, because you could always thin it out, because we have so many mustard seeds. It's an abundant. And all we do is we have to water it. I'm gonna start watering the other ones too. So here we go. And this should be perfect. So if this doesn't make it, which I'm hopeful that it will, because the winter now is getting really warm. It's really warm these days, so I'm hopeful that it will grow. And if not, we'll have mustard seed, and wouldn't it be great? Because you can also put mustard plants in salads and things like that, even when, especially when it's younger, because it's very delicious and mild. Well, this is the end of my segment, and this is a very interesting journey and very exciting, to tell you the truth. This is my first year growing on the balcony, and I think I'm very happy with it since this is my first year. And I didn't plan very well, as I expressed earlier, because I didn't need a lot of plants, so I depended on a garden center or Home Depot or Walmart or whichever you have to have these plants. But they don't have it readily for you. And so I went to my go-to, which is the plants that grows fast, which is the brassica, not the one that that flowers like the broccoli or cauliflowers. You saw earlier that I'm trying to grow cauliflowers, but I don't think that's gonna be, but let's try. Let's experiment. Let's see what happens, okay? And I love doing that. I love new things. And I'm very optimistic and very excited to see what happens. And I love experimenting. So let's see. But I know the lettuce will always be good to me. And, you know, let's see what happens, and let's go on this journey with me. If you like this video and you want to do this, then please like and subscribe.